loading screens are so quick. Okay, we're in bad shape still. We told him that we'd come back and we'd talk to him eventually. I just want to run around and make sure. Oh, what's that? This is why I go sneaky mode. Go take a little look. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of Sokolov's technology is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease. And the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsman of the city watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's designs is that volatility, what the fuck? Volatility of the tanks themselves. A few oh no, I've got myself laughing. The volatility, you moron. Can you even read? A few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of the tanks has exploded. Well, I kinda want to fill one up and throw it. I'm here, I may be lurking, maybe not. Yeah, no worries, dude. That would be awesome. Welcome. The note has been added to our journal. I like that as well. I like the fact that you don't need to carry an inventory full of books, it just gets added to your journal. That's how it should be. Pyero! Can I have the key for your back door, dude? That sounds revolting. But I actually meant a real key, so we can't get through there. Guessing we can't get through here either. Oh, we can. Okay. Who needs a key? We have to collect some copper wire. These are all for our upgrade, so it's certainly worth it. I love the upgrade system. We're not very far into it, but I really like it. Okay. The game just looks really good as well. I don't know if it's because I've not played a visually stunning game for a while. I mean, Dark Souls is good, but this just looks good. It feels sharp, responsive. It's nice. Can we move anything? No. Let's dance. Put on your shoes and let's dance. Right, do a little. Oh man. Who was here a second ago? What's this on the beach? Oh, Tyvian ore. 20 coins, baby. Are we going to have a dirty old fish in here? Hello? We have to do it. There was a chest. We found the sunken treasure, so we've got to take a little peek around. I'm guessing if you go as far out as the boys over there. The buoy. How do you even say that word? So many people say it so many different ways. The little boys, the buoys. Oh, we're really going to mess up our shirt. Have we got legs? I like games where you've got legs. I like knowing that I've got a body. Oh, there's something here. What's this? What is this trickery? Hey, get down. Oh, I thought there was a fish. Processed whale oil. Give it then. Wow. He really doesn't. He's a floaty little fella, Corvo. Oh! Oh, that's one of them killer fish. Get out. We will die. Oh no, we've done bad things. How do I get it? Aha. There's a good amount of freedom in the game. I like that. Anything in here? No. Nothing at all. They really... Oh, blood from the eyes. That's a little bit. What's this? Oh, the hound pits. Okie dokie. We spoke with the wacky guy. He's a lot of fun. He gave me some upgrades. Do you like my new mask?
You've met Piero. Good. You'll want to get some rest now. You'll be needed soon.
2 seconds. 2 seconds, dude. Just going to have a nice wee cup of tea. We should probably advance the story. Because I'm sure there's a lot more opening up to us. I don't want to get teleported to a different time. And then something here be closed off. So we're going to be fairly thorough. Oh, what's this? Just a lamppost. Got excited about a lamppost? What's wrong with me? So hopefully you guys like the first 3 episodes that I put out. That was only an hour and a half of footage. I cut very little out. And hopefully that is to your guys' liking. Oh, we got the feathers. The guy was talking about some feathers. Report any sickness. Hiding the plague is punishable. Wow. If you've got it, you're dying anyway. Abandoned apartment key needed. Okay. Hello? Got a couple of things on shelves. I'll come back for you. If we remember, there's an apartment there. I think it might be time. Might be time to go to sleep, little Corvo. Welcome to the Hound Pit Tavern of Dunwall. Best whiskey of the city. Dog hates every something. Brained hagfish, grilled whale, blood sausage, pickled quail eggs, and dark bread. Dark bread sounds interesting. Jellied eels, bleh. Fresh, not canned. That's kind of cool. Speciality drinks, Hound Pit's draft, mulled cider, sugared wine. Looks like it was a nice place at some point. Before the old plague decided to rear its ugly head. We're still not sure about that. The guy said it's... Oh. Put on your shoes and let's dance. Yeah, people think it's a curse that's been put on the town. Old Port District sewer key needed. Okay, so I think we're going to get a couple of keys. Hey. Oh, so F will drop it. I think I'm going to change the F key. We use F for a lot of things and it's not really...
Is the man dangerous?
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
I am so very happy that you're going to trust me, my darling. Hey. Cecilia.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right.
Well, yeah, I was the Lord Regent.
Admiral Havelock made it very clear that we aren't to carry lamps outside.
Okay, well, I don't have a lamp, so I will remain in his good books. Cecilia is a little bit suspicious. I like that, though. Is this the door? Is this our door? I don't think we need to worry too much. Wait. Inchmouth decor plate. Take it. 100 coins? Holy crap. I'm robbing you guys blind. You never know. Love it. I love looting things in games. Kleptomaniac. We will have that. Thank you very much. And you... Oh, we've got to listen to the other one because I kind of went walkies. We'll go to mission items, no notes, audiographs. Piero's considers Oh, he considers life energy. There we
The
go.
Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities, subject and the necessary legal amnesty.
Arrow, you're a little bit nuts. Human body energy squeezing. If you sleep, you'll have a chance to explore before going to the next area, Hunters said. As far as I can remember, all area transitions are made rather clear, with only a few exceptions. Okay, that's really good. That is really cool. Right, we'll grab this one.
Pleased to meet you, Master Corvo. I saw you at court in happier days, but you might not remember. I was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs, back when he was just the spy master. He's one manipulative bastard, I can tell you that.
Yes, he is. He's a shifty-looking grey face,
There's
isn't he?
something distinguished about you, Corvo. Was there nobility back in your family line? I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you blue bloods. I wasn't born with a silver spoon, I don't think.
Did you know I'm distant kin to the late Empress and her line? Not close enough, sadly. I'll never be Emperor. Most of the nobility went straight over to the Lord Regent's side after the Empress died. Easiest thing to do. But to me, a noble birth requires a sense of loyalty.
Okay, you're loyal to the Empress, I like it.
This city has fallen into ruin since the plague struck. These poor weepers moaning and bleeding from the eyes. They say there's no cure for the plague once it advances that far. Terrible.
Well, that's what the weepers are. Are we done? I think we've exhausted. I like the fact that you can talk to him, and then it doesn't let you activate any more dialogue when it's done. It doesn't just go on a loop. That's awesome.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace! Please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Holy crap, he needs these, like... I guess if you're from that kind of background... He's got the poshest room in the house. Has he got his 2 bottles of red? That's not really a bottle. Here. Pendleton, catch! Oh!
What happened?
Nothing?
Did you do that?
Nope. I was not expecting him to react. Is he coming after me? Don't come after me, dude. Aha! The master room key. We'll take that. Obviously where I belong. Cool, this must be the Admiral's place. More books. The Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. Oh, do we not have Volume 1 somewhere? The Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. Sold! Excerpt from a travel journal of a young whaler. The Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. Or Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia, saying goodbye to our aunt. The woman who had raised us since childhood, leaving behind our home city of Yarrow in the cold but beautiful white landscapes that we had always known. We boarded the ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of it getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing that I'd ever done. I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would be captain of my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many, many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves racing after a wounded whale, being pulled up by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me so that Nina barely recognised me when I returned, tanned and sinew with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corner of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy having found my purpose. Wow. Hey, Job Lucas! Oh no, really? Your internet's bad at the minute? I'm sorry, dude. Processed whale oil, yes please. Admiralty and the fleet. Okay. A book on naval history. While each of the Isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Gristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Gristol, hoping to someday captain a ship, and family dynasties that are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates and crush seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. Ooh, I wonder if we're going to learn about the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Gristol continues to innovate the sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard of the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin butchery and processing, even as the ship returns to Dunwall. The crews can be seen working on the latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the most powerful warehouse companies such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting in the sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Yeah, we've seen that. It looked really fucking odd actually, but hey, that's where all of their industry comes from. Can't get too mad. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. After more than a quarter of a century, I am done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the Isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime, but it's all gone. I've lived through the Emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young Empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed the longest waters that you can imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandacia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who knife each other for a good pair of boots. Wow. He changed his tune, didn't he? Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles away east of Morley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale that we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Ooh! That's a world away from the first book that we read. Hey, can we have this?
Log entry 1-4. It seems we've moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. With Pendleton's voting block and my military connections, all we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-Log. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is it?
Okie dokie. I'm just a hired muscle. Well, that's fine. We've got a common enemy. Harpooner's songs. Okay. Have a wee sing song. What will we do with a drunken whirler? What will we do with a drunken whirler? What will we do with a drunken whirler early in the morning? Oh wow. Please tell me it's not though. It is, it's a whole song. Ah, that's the song of the video, the trailer. Feed him to the hungry rat for dinner, feed him to the hungry rat for dinner, feed him to the hungry rat for dinner early in the morning. Poor whaler. Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Slice his throat with a... Wow, that got dark really fucking quick. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Oh, that's giving me chills because I can hear the wee girl singing it in the trailer. I think it's the trailer to 2, not this one. Maybe it's the trailer to this one. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver, slice his throat with a rusty cleaver, early in the morning. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over, stuff him in a sack and throw him over, stuff him in a sack and throw him over, early in the morning. Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, early in the morning. I could be a sailor. I could be a sailor and I'd love it for a wee while, and then I'd get annoyed at the fact that we was killing these beautiful creatures. Yes, I'll take the pair. Litany on the White Cliff. Overseer's implications by High Overseer Abram Templeton. Do we know that guy? I don't think we do. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as the rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy grey wastes of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbours, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Wow, that's kind of nuts. Okay, we don't want to deal with that guy. Wait, am I in the shop? I'm not in the shop, I'm in the cellar. Oh, this episode's going to literally just be me walking around. I'm sorry. But I do like this sort of thing. It builds the backstory. It's these little characters that we're probably never going to see. But it's really good. It builds the lore of the world, and I like that. I like how rich it seems so far. Right, did we need to talk to a wee guy? We did, but was there another room upstairs that we missed? Do a quick check. Oh, I'll take you, little fellow. You think I didn't see you there? I see everything. I don't. Oh, no way. I sung you songs, Ayo. Job look because his headphones aren't working right now, and I just sung him a... What's that noise?
Oh my, you startled me.
Oh.
You could only be Corvo. I suppose you're practicing for your job. You're much younger than I expected.
Hey,
Do
Lydia.
make yourself at home. Terrible you got blamed for the death of the Empress, rest her spirit.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Lydia.
I'm sorry it's so dark. We can't risk being seen. It is a bit romantic though, isn't it?
Yeah, you look great in the dark.
I used to be the hostess here. Oh, I could tell you stories about that, believe me.
Go for it. Oh, the character's busy.
Call on Cecilia for the more menial tasks. It's what she's suited for.
Okay, I don't actually need anything right
to
now.
your liking. Let me know if you have trouble sleeping.
Can you show me to my... Oh, she's got a key. Can we take that? I'm in sneaky mode. Oh, it lights up. Do you mind if I take the key off you? Lydia? If Cecilia does the more menial tasks, yet she's dusting things, surely that would be Cecilia's job. Oh. Is there not a window over here that we can jump in? Oh wow, you can literally walk on everything, it's amazing. I mean, I don't know if there's any point to this. There's another wee balcony, so why not? Oh! Peekaboo! Just cleaning your windows, dude. Nothing to see here. Hey, what's this? Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks. Lanes cast from the main ship and from several smaller, blah blah blah. Slicing off the fatty part. Yeah, we read that one this morning. Will vivisection, we read that one. Oh, these. Did we read these? Failed experiments. We didn't read these, I'm pretty sure. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural physiology. Philosophy. Of course, I've attempted to improve upon the designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it's likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We're all part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov has no exception to this. Despite the glamour of his genius, he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risk. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting in our streets. Hey, wait. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere. Oh, what's that? Teleporter? Your children will see it as commonly as the electric lamps lighting in our streets at night, but a few short years ago you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon, or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Ooh, so little Piero, he worked underneath Sokolov at the Academy. Very good. Dead counter responsibilities. Okay. From a manual of the City Watch procedures, commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1.5 normal pay grade. Oh wow, you get time and a half for going to count the dead? But then you've got to deal with them all. You've got to be like all up in the weeper's face. I don't think that's a safe place to be, honestly. Might seem like a good idea. You know what? I can't put this back and I feel really bad, so whoop! I'll just put it out there. You will never know. We already checked this area. Right, now it's literally all we have left to do is talk to this guy. Your machine's leaking, dude.
Tell me what I can make for you.
I don't actually want anything. I've got to go to sleep. Okay, I thought I just had to talk to him. Is this the...
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at
I don't know where I'm going.
extreme depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body.
The outsider walks among us. Dun dun dun.
Increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be.
Right, so who do we talk to go to sleep? We got the master key.
You don't know what it means to work with a man who stood at the Empress's right hand. We can't bring her back, but at least we have the man she trusted most. And maybe we can help you right some of the wrongs done to you. This bar is mine, but please, treat it as your home.
Thanks, Admiral.
Piero still wants a word with you. He's not a diplomat, but he's a brilliant man.
Does he really though? Because I just went and spoke to him and he wants to make something for me, but...
Samuel is a blessing. Without him, we couldn't navigate the waters of the river at night. We keep our lights low to avoid prying eyes. What I wouldn't give to be back at sea.
One day, Admiral. One day we'll have you there, catching the whales.
I'd be damned if I sail under a usurper's flag. You should have seen their faces. Curse the Lord Regent. I might have taken to piracy after the Navy, but then inspiration struck me, and I started assembling our little group here.
I'm glad you did. Otherwise I wouldn't have been out of jail. I'd have still been rotting there. Tomorrow I would have been beheaded.
Maybe you haven't seen much of it, but the city has changed a great deal after the Empress died. Since the Lord Regent took over, the city watch is best avoided. Most people try not to go outside at all. We can't leave the pub. I've nowhere to go anyway. My apartment was in the flooded district.
Cecilia, do you want to show me to my room? Nobody wants to show me to my room. He says the guy wants to talk to me again. But it doesn't feel like he does, honestly.